So you're a real estate agent and you want to get networking down. And you're wondering, what are some tips and tricks in order to make my networking game on top? Well, in this video, we're going to go over exactly that. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with LPT Realty, coming at you with some more great information for real estate development. So whether you're a brand new agent, an aspiring agent, or those that are looking to create a team and continue on your learning and developmental process of being an awesome agent, you are in the right place. We do tons and tons of videos about this so that you will have the best tools going forward. Now, I've been through a lot of it before. I've been the single agent, the team agent, buyer's agent, been a team lead, and I've done it in 3 different states, and heck, even tried to run 2 at one time. Made a lot of mistakes, so please live vicariously through me so that you don't make those same mistakes and you can have a great career getting off on the right foot. Okay, so let's go ahead and get jumping into this now. So we're going to be talking about the networking tips for real estate agents and building connections that count. So networking, right? What is that networking? It's getting in front of other people, not necessarily going to networking events, but it's getting out in front of other people and letting them know that, hey, I'm a real estate agent and I can help you out, right? And I may have the best solutions for you. All right. But number one is, and I've looked through this before, but in today's day and age here in 2023, which is the time of this video, having an online presence is almost required to be in the market that we are now. Not that you have to be an online celebrity or anything like that, but you do need to be out there letting them know that you're a good person, that you are who you are, you're not pretending to be something you're not, and that you're in real estate. And you need to get out there and do that probably daily, depending upon what that is. But you have to have a good online presence, so when people are going to look you up, that they see that, hey, they're a real estate agent, and they actually do real estate. So make sure that you do have that on there. As a rule of thumb, if you are going to bring up a social media sort of strategy on there, if you can post 21 times a week, 21 times a week, that's probably the minimum that you need to do in order to maintain that presence. Now, 21 pieces of content, what you could do is you could pick 3 different platforms that you can go from, maybe Facebook, Instagram, and we'll say LinkedIn. That's one of the things that I do. And I take that same piece of content and I post it once a day. And that goes 3 a day. 3 a day times 7, 21. Woo! Okay. So that could be the minimum that you do. We do a lot more now, but that is something to take a look at. Number 2 is to make sure that you attend and engage at local community events. Not just attending there and just sitting around and not talking to somebody, but actually engaging with the people around there. Maybe wearing some branded stuff or a name tag or something that makes you look like you're an authority in the real estate market. But actually engaging with them, and it doesn't have to be about real estate, it could be about anything, small talk, things like that, right? But just listening to people and interacting with them. One thing that I've always noticed is if you ask people questions enough, they'll ask you the same thing, right? So keep that going when it looks at that. Now, number 3, find a hobby, right? Find some sort of hobby that you like to do and join an event. One of the things that I did when I moved to an area and really didn't know anybody is I joined a social sports league. we would play kickball and like t-ball and all these things, and it was just a bunch of adults getting together, maybe having some delicious libations, and just having a good time. And it was more or less to make friends, but it was really about networking too. And that wasn't the intent at the beginning, but it turned out to give a lot of business later just because I networked as a likable person, and that I was in real estate and an authority in that space. So in so doing, brought me a lot of business down that road and continues to do so. Even not, if that's not your thing to do sports, and maybe you have dogs or something like that, bring them out with you and go to dog parks, go to different events. If you got kids and they're playing sports, network in those events as well. Those are all great ways to get out and start networking. But make sure you talk to people while you're there. All right, number 4 is to attend the networking events and conferences. Yeah, you still have to get out there and do that. Now, you don't necessarily have to do, the Chamber of Commerce and things like that. But if there is a networking event that you can attend that is for professionals to get together, why not, right? Give out business cards, right? And just get out of your comfort zone and talk to people and ask them what they do for their business, because it may be able to help you out, especially in residential real estate sales or really any sales. You probably need somebody somewhere. So definitely take a look at that and make sure the big thing here is to follow up with those people. Next, number 5 is to listen more than you talk. I think I already have mentioned this before, but ask questions and listen. Actually listen. Don't be thinking about, what am I going to say next? Listen to what they have to say and engage with them. Eventually, they're going to ask you questions, and then you can say how great you are as a real estate agent or whatever else that you're doing. But definitely ask more questions than people are asking you. Right? All right, last but not least, what you want to do is you want to be able to track and you want to follow up with all those networking connections, right? So tracking, that could be in a Facebook group. Maybe you have them on social media. You make a list, a private list of your networking people. And it could be through your hobbies. It could be through your networking events like the Chamber of Commerce or something like that. Some way to track and keep up with them. Now, if you don't want to use that specifically, you could use maybe your CRM, your customer resource management system that you probably got with your brokerage. And you can put them in there to keep up with them on a regular basis, however you want to do that. But the key thing here is to follow up with them, is to engage in them over time. Treat them as any other prospect that you might have. And in that way, you'll be able to create those relationships. And when the time is right for you to be able to use those connections to get a referral or to get that person to use you for business, you'll be right there. All right, well, that's all I have for networking tips for real estate agents and building connections that count. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned here, please leave it in the comments below. And of course, if you are looking to join LPT or even our team here on the Emerald Coast, please reach out to me, give us a call, text, email, find me on social media, whatever you have to do. We got your back. We're trying to make the best decision moving forward with your career. Again, my name is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group. We'll see you in our next video. Take care. Are you an energetic real estate agent and you're really curious about what I can do to really get into building my business and what that entails and what's going to really work for me? Well, in this video, we're going to go through the DISC personality, the I-type personality,